All right, so we got the second half of that order from Abdo, some great nonfiction that I want to share with you today. We are still having the computer problem, so the first half of that order is not yet in the system, but as soon as it can be, it will be. I'm excited to share these books with our students. This will represent all of the books that I've ordered this far have been delivered and are here, and there will probably be no more books ordered until after our book fair in February. So let's get started. Let's jump in. I keep trying to do a better job of not talking while my face is turned away from the microphone, so I'm going to try and do a good job. So the first two books that we have are Why Learn Coding. This is from a series called Let's Code. I only picked up a couple of these for now. Why Learn Coding and The Basics of Coding. So starting off light. Then we have a series of books, and most of these in a row are going to be from a series of books that is basically like an overview of religions. So we have Understanding the Non-Religious, Understanding Christianity, Understanding Buddhism, Understanding Hinduism, Understanding Sikhism, Understanding Judaism, and now there is a book in between here. This is a book about Rosh Hashanah to help understand Rosh Hashanah, and it's going to be, of course, shelved near the other books about Judaism. And then continuing on, we've got Understanding Islam, and the last book in the series, Understanding Scientology. So that represents the whole series. I think a great collection to help our students to understand religions as they're learning about those in school. Then we have a lot of these encyclopedias. Again, the students really seem to love these encyclopedias, and there were a lot of great titles. So we've got a lot of these encyclopedias, including the War Encyclopedia, the Armed Forces Encyclopedia, and the Military Vehicles Encyclopedia, all three part of a series on military encyclopedias. We have another book about a holiday about Juneteenth, so History of Holidays and Festivals. This is the same series that Rosh Hashanah book came from, but we have Juneteenth. Back into a bunch of those encyclopedias, we have the Baking Encyclopedia. Now, last time you may have seen we had the Cooking Encyclopedia, so we also have the Baking Encyclopedia. The Crafting Encyclopedia, the Fiber Arts Encyclopedia. So Fiber Arts says from baking delicious cupcakes to embroidering T-shirts. So these are the Makerspace Encyclopedia series, but the Fiber Arts specifically, because I feel like that's one where people might not know what it's talking about. Crochet, dyeing and stamping, embroidery, needle felting, punch needle, sewing, weaving, and braiding. So that's what this one is. The Actor Encyclopedia. This is part of a series from the Entertainment Encyclopedias. So we have the Actor Encyclopedia and the Movie Encyclopedias. The Superhero Encyclopedias and the Video Game Encyclopedias, which we got last time, were also part of this series. And then into some sports encyclopedias. We got the Olympics Encyclopedia last time. This time we're adding the NBA Encyclopedia, the NFL Encyclopedia, and the MLB Encyclopedia. And last, we've got a bunch more biographies. I love biographies, and I think the kids tend to gravitate to those pretty quickly. So some biographies. We've got one about Joe Biden. We did not yet have one about our current president. So wanted to make sure we got that. We've got one about Selena Gomez. Amanda Gorman, who was the first Youth Poet Laureate. John Lewis, congressman and civil rights activist. George Lucas, so the filmmaker and creator of Star Wars, big Star Wars fan, and we have a lot of kids that are big fans. And Jenna Ortega, Scream Queen and star of Wednesday. And so that's it. That's all the new books that we got here for Abdo. We've got almost a full cart here of their books to put out as soon as they're in our system, and we're pretty excited about it. Can't wait for our kids to start checking them out.